welcome back to my channel. Today we're filming another episode of the Lunar Knits Podcast, and I am a little tipsy, so yeah. I was just sitting here knitting away and watching podcasts, and I was like, I want to film a podcast, and every time I get that feeling, I just do it. I've enjoyed a few White Claws tonight, and it's just been a really long week at work, and I am very much looking forward to sitting down here with you guys and talking about knitting and yarn and what's been going on in life. And yeah, so if you haven't been paying attention to my channel, I bought a house. So that's been super exciting. I moved in last Tuesday, and everything kind of coincided with my birthday. So I closed on the house on October 27th, and my birthday was November 1st. So it's just been a really great transition period, turning 28 and purchasing a house all by myself. It's just been a huge deal for me, and I'm very excited. And you guys are in my new bedroom. Right now, this is going to be my current setup until I get everything unpacked. And to be honest with you, I don't have any other furniture except for a bed. So it's kind of what we've been living on, literally. I don't have a whole lot more to say in the intro other than I have missed you guys so much, and I have been dying to film another podcast. I feel like I finally have been getting my knitting mojo back. I feel like I lost it all summer and really this whole year, but I don't know. I've just been feeling really great about life. I've been surrounding myself with some really fantastic people that make me smile bunches and laugh a ton, and work has been great. I feel really good about the things that I'm accomplishing at work. I just got another promotion, which is really awesome. And yeah, even though I get the crap beat out of me by dogs every day, here is a very gnarly bruise to prove it. I am still loving it. It makes me very happy. And getting to come home to my own house and have projects I can do here. I have my pup here and all my yarn, and I can just be myself again. And I really have been enjoying that. So yeah. Enough about me and what's going on in my life. Let's talk about some knitting, shall we? So I have a couple of finished objects. The first one you might notice I am wearing. I knit the Turtle Dove by Spostry Co., which is a free pattern on Ravelry, and mine is all done. It took way longer than it should have to knit because this is a chunky weight pattern, but I used Knit Picks Wonderfluff yarn and like the heathered colorway. It's like the gray heathered one. And yeah, so it is a turtleneck sweater. I think the pattern shows that you wear it up like this. I don't really like that look. I like it rolled down, so that is what we are going with. And I made a couple of modifications to the sleeves like I talked about in my last podcast, so they are a little bit like tighter opposed to baggier, if you will. I kind of wish I didn't do that, but at the same time, I really like the fit of this. I think it's adorable. Let me sit up here. I'm just wearing little biker shorts, but I did do the split hem option, so it is a little bit longer in the back than the front. I did post a picture on Halloween wearing this sweater with some cat ears on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on there, you totally should. That's where you're gonna get the first look at everything I'm knitting, because as we know, my YouTube channel, it's sparse. It's whatever I feel like posting, and it tends to be not as often as I would like. So sorry about that, but Instagram's the best place to keep up with me. I've been trying to post a little bit more on there than I have in the past, and I'm really enjoying getting back into the groove of the whole knitting world. It's been a while. I'm also wearing some hand knit socks that I knit. The yarn is from Explorer Knits and Fibers Allie. This is her Grand Teton colorway, and I think this is like called Jenny or something, Jenny Lake, to go with it. I really like these socks. I always knit my socks with a little bit of a leg. I really think they're cute and they're fun to lounge around in. I like to keep my house kind of cold, so hand knit socks have been coming in clutch lately, and I can't wait to knit some more. All right. And also, I'm sorry if you can hear the furnace going. It is getting cold here in southern Indiana. I think today was in the low 60s, and it's only dropped even lower now that it's dark, obviously, because that's how it works. We're just going to open up another can. Lemon. Okay, let's move right along to the next finished object that I have. I knit my friend's daughter a poof tee that kind of matches mine. I think I like this one better because I like the two lighter stripes. I knit this tee using a Karen latte cake, which is a super fuzzy yarn, and it is self-striping. In my last podcast, I talked about how I was afraid that I would run out of the yarn, and it was so sweet. I had a girl message me over on Instagram and said that she also made one of these little tees because of my recommendation, and she had some of this exact colorway left, and she offered to send it to me, and it was perfect. I did need that little bit, so she sent me about 3/4 of a cake, and I used about half of that to finish this tee. I cut a little out so it would match the patterning. The dye lots were a little bit different, but you can't tell because it's all different shades of purple. And as you can see, I haven't gifted this yet because I haven't seen my friend, so it's just been hanging out here, making me really want to wear it. I think it would probably fit me, but it's for an 11-year-old, so I'm a little concerned that it's a little cropped. I don't know. I think 11-year-olds like high-waisted pants, right? We all do. High-waisted pants are fantastic. But regardless, I hope that the new recipient still loves it, and if not, I hope they can find somebody they can gift it to as well. This was a really quick, affordable project, so my heart won't be totally broken if it doesn't get the love it deserves, but I'm really happy to have finished this and to used up all that yarn that I had in my stash. I seriously can't recommend the Karen latte cakes enough. I think they're so cute. They're a lot of fun, and if you put it together with a garment, you can't go wrong. I love girly garments like this. I don't know. I feel like the fuzziness makes it kind of girly, but you could totally grunge this up with like a denim shirt or something. Okay, so you guys have heard me talk about these tees enough. I am going to stop for a while until I inevitably pick up another Karen latte cake and make another one. So yeah, oh, it's just so soft. A little sippy sip. Right, and then I have one more finished object. This next finished object is also a gift. I don't think the recipient watches my videos. I know that they have peeped at them before, but I don't think that they watch them all the way through. So I think we should be safe here. So like I mentioned, my birthday was on November 1st, and I got a very sweet gift of some yarn from a friend who knows nothing about yarn. And it was really awesome. And when something like that happens, it's just so special. And the yarn that they happened to get me was one of my favorite yarns, which is Lion Brand Thick and Quick. And they got me 5 balls of the colorway. Oh shoot. Hold on. Okay, so they got me 5 balls of the colorway Bedrock, and that is the Lion Brand Thick and Quick woolies. And I had to make them something with it. I have so much of that yarn in my stash, and I just love to use that yarn to make gifts for people because it's easy to care for. It's soft. The colorways are great. Overall, it's just a really fantastic yarn for gift knitting. And my favorite thing to make with that yarn is blankets. So I used one of my patterns, which you can find here on my YouTube channel. It also happens to be my most popular video here on YouTube. So I'm sure a lot of you have probably found me through that video. But it is my double seed stitch, or moss stitch, if you will, chunky knitted blanket. So I do have it all tied up and ready to go for the recipient. I don't know when I'm going to give this to them, maybe for Christmas, probably before that, but here it is. Can you guys see the texture? I really hope you can. Let me turn it over this way. This just reminds me so much of them, and I can't wait to see their face when they get it, because I think that they were secretly hoping that I would make them something with it, and that's totally the kind of person I am. If you gift me yarn, I'm probably going to make you something with that yarn, because when I'm knitting on it, all I can do is think about you, and I know that that may be a great thing to keep for myself so I can remember you, but I don't know. I just want you to have that in return. So I'm very excited to gift this blanket to my friend, and I even put one of my Lunar Knits tags on here. I just thought that would make it special because they think it's so awesome that I knit, which is even better because, I don't know, it's really great when your friends support you and things, and what better way? So they gifted me 5 balls. I happen to have 3 large balls of that yarn in my stash in the same colorway. It was perfect. I think I only have half of one of the large balls left, which is basically just one skein of yarn. So I even managed to get rid of some yarn in the process, which is always a plus. So those are my finished objects, a couple of sweaters and a big old blanket. And if you guys want to make one of these blankets yourself, you can find the video on my channel, and you can also find the written pattern on my blog, and they are so fast. I think I finished this in a couple of days, and like I said, I have been working a ton, so it's not like I have a ton of time, but this is knit on size 15mm needles. So yeah, definitely a great Christmas present as well if you guys need some last minute Christmas presents. So definitely check it out. Is anybody else worried that I'm going to spill this all over my bed? I'm a little worried that I'm going to spill this all over my bed, but we are going to proceed with works in progresses regardless, and we're just going to hope that I'm responsible enough to not do that. So, living in this handmade project bag by yours truly, I have my Cozy Classic Raglan by Jessie May Designs, and here we are. I did mark my progress. This is the back of the sweater that I marked it on. And I have knit quite a bit. So the last time I showed you this, I had not split for the sleeves just yet. I have done so now, and I've probably knit about, I don't know, 12 inches on this since the last time you guys have seen it. Like I said, split for the sleeves and knit about 6 inches on the body, which is pretty awesome. I only stopped working on this because I ran out of mohair and I only had one ball left. So before I continued on any further, I wanted to make sure that I could get more of the mohair ordered. That way I knew I was gonna have enough to finish this sweater. I was a little worried because I got that mohair a long time ago. I'm using the Knit Pix's Aloft mohair in the colorway Carbon, which is a bluey gray color. And I am pairing that with Explorer Knits and Fibers colorway in Mountains at Dusk. She no longer dyes this colorway, at least currently, and I'm very sad because it's one of my favorite colorways she's ever dyed. It's beautiful. It has tans and navy blues and greens and pinks, which is my favorite part, and yellows and greens, and it's just beautiful. I had originally been knitting a sweater with this, which is why this is so messy, and it wasn't working out. It was pulling terribly, so I decided to frog that sweater. Finally, I'm very proud that I managed to do that and turn it into something that I would actually want to wear. So we went with a very classic, easy, simple pattern because this yarn is so crazy, and we paired it with a blue toned mohair to tone down the craziness again, because I didn't want it to be too bold where it was like pulling everywhere, and I don't know, I just don't like that look for myself. So I think it's working up very beautifully. I am doing helical knitting, which is alternating skeins every other round, just to make sure that it doesn't pull even more. And this is so soft. I'm very excited to get this all finished. And like I said, the only reason I stopped is because I'm waiting for that mohair to come in. I did order it, and hopefully it will be here sooner rather than later. Although I do kind of have a bone to pick with Knit Picks because I got a birthday coupon where you're supposed to get a free little pin, like an enamel pin. And I used the code, but it was saying that my birthday wasn't in that month. So whatever, I got frustrated. And then I put off ordering for like 2 days, and then I was like, fine, I'm done striking. So I ordered the yarn without my little gift, and that's totally fine, but you know, yeah. Anyways, my progress keeper that I showed you guys is a little globe with glitter stars in it, and that is by Tilting Planet, which is one of my all-time favorite Notions brand. She's so talented. I love all of her stuff, and every time she does like sporadic updates as she makes things, and I'm always trying to snag like the cute things. I have a little needle holder. I don't know where my knitting case is right now, but it holds all my interchangeable wires, and it's perfect, and it's so freaking cute. I can't get over it. Every time I pull it out, I get so happy. But yeah, that is my Cozy Classic Light. I did quite a bit of work since the last time you guys saw it, so I'm very proud of that. I am using a 4.5mm knitting needle if you guys are interested, and those are my Chiagus, which are my ride or die. I love those needles. And then I just put this I always put the sleeves on extra needles because it's way easier to change them as you go if you just do that instead of scrap yarn. I hate using scrap yarn, so I avoid it at all costs. And I believe I'm making the second size. I think I'm gonna have enough yarn for that size. That's the plan anyways. So, wish me luck. This is what I have left of my 2 skeins, and this is all I have of this yarn. So, a little stressful, but I'm sure we'll make it. And that is my cozy classic raglan. Moving along to a whip that you guys have not seen. It also is the last work in progress that I'm going to show you today. And I casted it on after my last podcast. You guys haven't seen it yet. And I've done quite a bit of work. It's one of the things I've been working the most on. Let me get some ends all in order here. All right, so here it is. This is a sweater by Junko Okamoto. And right now, I cannot remember the name of it. I think it's the Igawa. I'll put it on the screen because my mind isn't working totally straight at this moment. But I have had my eye on this sweater for months now. I had this yarn in my stash, which doesn't have a name. It doesn't have a dyer. I did a sample knit for a girl who dyed her own yarn, and she wanted a sweater knit with her yarn. So I knit her the sweater, and then she sent me some yarn in return. There's like no labels. I have no information on it, but it's so soft, and I'll just go ahead and show you. It's a very pretty tonal green color. I didn't like ask her for any particular color or anything. She just sent me this green color, and I'm actually really excited she did because I have green eyes, so this really makes them pop. And I don't usually gravitate toward green, but I think green is a nice color for me. And I was going through Ravelry one day, and I saw this very slouchy sweater, and it's by one of my favorite designers, Junko Okamoto. She just makes really cool designs, and they're all very uniquely constructed. The designs themselves are usually pretty unique, and her pattern writing is super simple. She has the pattern for the rug sweater, which I also made. I think I wore it in my last video. One of the things about her patterns that is very sad, though, is she isn't the most size inclusive. So the rug sweater was a one size fits most. The sweater I'm knitting now is a one size fits most. But she does have, it is a bunch of positive E's, so they're usually very large sweaters. So I think if you played around with your gauge, you can make it fit your body type the way that you want. I didn't not gauge for this pattern because I knew that there was a ton of positive E's on it. So hopefully it all works out in the end. This is going to be interesting to show you because it is constructed very interestingly. It is a top-down sweater, and it looks a little funny. My hands are going through the sleeves right now, so I have split for the sleeves. You cast on the neckline, and then you knit like a couple of rounds in the round, and then you do a shit ton of increases, or a shit ton of short rows while increasing. So you get these raglan style increases, but it's only in one section. So usually on a raglan sweater, you have raglans here and you have raglans in the back to make your arm area. This one, however, only has raglan on the shoulder area. And these will fall kind of to the front of the sweater when I'm all done, kind of where this raglan sits on this sweater. That's about where this one will sit as well. But there's no raglan in the back. This is all formed with short rows. So there is a ton of short rows, as I mentioned. So there is a lot of purling, and there's a ton of stitches on your needles most of the time because this is a very large sweater. And so I have finished all the short rows, and I've joined back to going all the way around. I am doing helical knitting now. When I was doing the short rows, I was only using one skein of yarn, but now I'm helical knitting for the body. And I'm doing some decreases now as we go. So after you join back in the round, which you can see I have, you do some decreases under the arms to bring it in a little bit, and then you just knit straight, and then you bind off, and then you pick up for the sleeves and knit the sleeves. So it is very uniquely constructed. I've very much enjoyed it, and that's one of the things I love about Junko's patterns is because they're unlike anything else that I ever knit. Usually things that I knit are very simple raglans or yoke sweaters, very typical increases. Hers never seem to fail in keeping my interest. So here is one of the armholes here, and then, you know, obviously the same on the other side. She does usually include 2 armholes. So that is that. I can't wait to see what this looks like on. It does have a bit of a V-neck. It's not like a major V-neck or anything, but it is a very baggy sweater. and there's a lot more work in the back, so it looks a lot more, it looks like I've done a lot more work if I turn it this way than if I turn it this way. But I am loving this knit. This is what I was working on right before I started filming. I'm using my Chiagus again, which I always go for, and these are in a 4mm with a fingering weight yarn. I believe the gauge is supposed to be like 23 stitches per inch, which I really like. I don't tend to love loose gauges, and this one is nice and tight. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love this sweater when it's all said and done. I can't wait to try it on. I hope you guys check out the pattern as well. Again, I know it's not size inclusive, and I wish that her patterns were more size inclusive, but I couldn't resist knitting this one. I probably will knit more of hers in the future just because I like to learn things in knitting, and I tend to learn a ton when I knit her patterns because I've never knit anything constructed the way that this is constructed. I've done drop shoulder sweaters from the bottom up before. I've also done them from the top down, but they were totally different than the way this is made, and I am very much enjoying learning more techniques as she's teaching me. I am keeping it in this very tiny sock bag at this moment. So far it still fits, so we're just gonna go with it. I got this from a swap that I did last year, and this is by the Cat Bag Lady Crafts, and it's very cute. So we will show you that it does actually fit in this bag still for the time being. There we go. We did it. I wonder how badly I'm slurring over my words at this point. But that was all my works in progresses, all my finished objects, and I do have some stash acquisitions to show you, although it has nothing to do with knitting whatsoever. But I wanted to show these to you guys because it is like a sustainable thing, and I feel like knitting is a sustainable thing for clothing. So my friend at I want to make sure I say it right, BYOB Reusables, Bring Your Own Bag. She sent me a bunch of items. See if you can see that. She sent me a bunch of items a while ago, actually. She sent them to my in-laws' house when I was staying there, and then I ended up leaving. And then before that, she sent some items, but they got lost, and then they got sent back to her. And then it's just been a whole mess. So she sent these actually back in April, and I received them about a week before I moved into my house. So I've been holding on to them, and I've been using them since I moved in. She makes reusable items for the kitchen, for the home, for anywhere in your life that you use a lot of plastic or things that you throw away and you want to become more environmentally friendly, which I am always looking forward to. One of the things I love about living in this new house, opposed to living with my parents or anywhere I've lived in the past, is I have recycling here. The city comes and picks up recycling every Friday along with my trash, and that makes me very happy. I've been utilizing that a ton, so I can't wait to continue to make my life more sustainable. I love thrift shopping. All my clothes are thrifted. I just like helping the planet because I know we have to, and it feels good. So anyways, she sent me a couple of items that I want to show you guys, and if you like them, I do actually have a coupon code that I'll put on the screen, and you guys can save some money on your purchases. I know she's going to do some Christmas sets coming up here, and I'm actually going to be ordering some for gifts for family and friends this year because I think everybody should be making their life a little bit more sustainable. So the first thing she sent me was a set of 2 sponges. This one has a cute avocado print, and they have like a terry cloth inside. I've been using the other one in the kitchen, and I haven't touched this one yet because I've been waiting to show you guys a nice clean sponge. The other one has definitely been used and washed. The great thing about all of these items is you can throw them right in the washer and then into the dryer with your load of clothes or whatever. There's no heat requirement needed for the sponges or the napkins or whatever I'm going to show you. You can just throw them in with your normal laundry, which I really love. So I got 2 of these sponges, which I really enjoy, and they work really great. They're soft and easy to use, and I think she has a bigger size now, so yeah. And then she sent me a package of her unpaper towels, and these are to replace the paper. Indulge in these 100% cotton flannel towels. Use them to clean, use as wipes, or use as a super fancy napkins. So she knows I love dogs, so she sent me the dog print, with a couple of other extras in there. I really like these. They're so cute. I haven't had a chance to use these just yet, but I'm going to put them into my kitchen whenever I finally find a place for everything. And I know that they're going to be in rotation because I hate using paper towels. I hate buying paper towels, and I just hate paper towels because I am so wasteful with them, and I recognize that. And if I don't have to use them or tear them off or open a package or buy a package, I know I will use these because I will reach for a towel over a paper towel any day. She also sent me the stainless steel straw set, which is so perfect for your bag. It has a little case here, which is incredibly well made, let me say. And it comes with some straws, which I actually have been using, but they came with another set that I'll show you guys. So I have lots of straws now, and these are perfect for your bag. It also has a straw cleaner, which is still in here. But yeah, I love to just throw this in my backpack and take it to work with me. Also sent me, these are my favorite thing because these are so unique. I've never seen anything like this. These are the reusable sandwich bags, and it's the 3-pack. So you guys know those little plastic bags that you like envelope closed? I'll just show you because like here they are. Like they're little plastic ones, but these are fabric ones. I love that. So you can put your sandwiches in here, your chips, your snacks, your vegetables, whatever. And it comes with 3 sizes. The first print she sent me was llamas or alpacas, I don't know. And then there's like this very astronomical set and some succulents. And I think these are so cool. And then you can just wash them like you wash anything, and you're saving on those plastic bags. And I hate those plastic bags anyways because they always freaking rip. So these are very thick and durable. And then she sent me a travel cutlery pouch, which is perfect for me because I take a fork to work almost every day for my lunch. And then after I'm done with lunch, I throw my plastic bag away because I always use a plastic shopping bag for my lunch. And then I take my fork and I wash it in the sink, and then I wrap it up in paper towels, which I hate doing. And then I put it in my purse and I bring it home to wash. So this has a little freaking pouch, which is perfect. There's still something in here. And not only does it have the pouch, so I don't have to wrap it up in a paper towel, it comes with a spoon, a fork, and a knife, and also some straws. So I can just take all of this to work with me. The cute little bamboo sets, so cute. And my purple and like, I love everything she stands for. And I really hope that you guys do too. And if you do, be sure to click the link in my description box to go check out her items and use my coupon code to get a discount at checkout. I actually think that's all I'm going to show you guys today. I was going to show you my pin collection, my enamel pin collection, because I got a request for that and I said that I would do it in my last podcast, but I forgot. But I think I'm going to wait until my next podcast to show you all of those because I had these reusable items to show you guys today. I don't want to overload this podcast with too much because the last video I put up, if you guys haven't already seen it, was my yarn stash video, and it was almost an hour long. So I don't feel like you guys want to sit here and listen to me chat for another hour, especially when I'm slurring over my words because I'm a little tipsy. I just wanted to sit down and chat with you guys for a little bit today, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope it brought a little light to your day because I know sitting here filming this definitely brought a little spark to my day. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content. Who knows when it'll come? Who knows what it'll be? But I promise you it will be great. So I'll see you guys later. Bye!